Hi guys, welcome to this van tour of our conversion Billy. This is a Citroen Relay L3H2 and the actual layout is a dinette style.
We really like this layout because it gives a nice sociable area. You can seat multiple people around the table at the back that then converts into a bed, and it's really great if you're planning to use it for office space as well. We'll show you around. So opposite the sliding door as you come in, you've got the shower room behind the driver's seat. We really like it having in this position because it means the rest of the van stays really open. I'll show you inside, and you can see that in here we have got white panelling on all the walls, and we've used the Reco panel surfaces on the back wall as a feature wall and just at the bottom here. So it gives it a bit of a nice additional feature. We've got a shelf here that goes into the cab area, so you can store any shower gels and products up there, and there's a micro hecky roof light in the roof to help with ventilation and adding some natural light as well. We've swapped the shower head in this shower for an Orbit by EcoCamel. They've got all air entry holes, and that means that it pours air into the shower and mixes it with the water, giving you a higher pressure and using less water overall. In this shower room we have put a Thetford porta potty. These are a really nice option for toilets if you're going to be using a mixture of a few days off grid at a time and then back to the campsite, and they're really easy to use. In the bottom of the shower room you'll notice we've also installed a heat vent from the Truma combi. These are really great, so when you've got your heating on you've got separate heating to the shower room, and because it's such a small space it heats up really well. It means you can leave towels or wetsuits, drying stuff in there, and it dries out really well.
On the small unit you can see the control panels for the van. At the top we've got the Truma combi control panel, and this determines the temperature settings for the hot air blower and also the water heater. It's really simple to use, just using this button in the middle, and you can also select what fuel source you want to use, whether that's gas, a mixture of gas and electric, or just pure electric when you're on a campsite hookup. Underneath that we've got the Sargent control panel. This is for all of your 12-volt appliances. It displays your leisure vehicle battery levels, your starter battery vehicle levels, and also your water tank levels and the switch for your water pump. Underneath this we've got the Gasset LPG tank gauge, and this lets you know how much LPG is left in your refillable tank. We designed this small unit to have a little seat by the sliding door, just because when it's a nice day we like to sit by the door and admire the views. Underneath this seat is where we keep our compressor fridge. This is a 12-volt Dometic CFX 35 and it's got a 32 litre capacity. It's different to the front opening fridges. It's a bit more efficient, a bit quieter, but you do lose a little bit of space, but we really like it. The small unit has a little bit of extra worktop space just for prepping your food, and below this we've got some additional storage for your magazines, books, shoes, anything you want really. We've also added a small magazine or book holder and some storage for bottles of wine or bubbly.
So on the main worktop of the kitchen you can see we've got a sunk in sink, and this is white composite material with a nice gold tap, which we really like. We've also got a Thetford triplex oven, hob and grill, and these are really great to use because it's all in one unit. Up here there's plenty of storage space, so we've got a utensils drawer and for cutlery on the top here with a catch on it, and underneath this we've got a bin cupboard. Under the kitchen sink we've got lots of room for cleaning products, washing up liquid, all those things that you need. And under here is where we house the Truma combi boiler. Under the oven here we've got a big drawer for pots and pans. Above the kitchen unit we've got a few overhead cupboards, and these are great for things like plates and cups. And we've also got this one which is like an open shelf, so it's nice to just keep it a bit more open.
At the back of the van is the seating and sleeping area. We really like this dinette style layout. It's nice and sociable, and if you're doing office work it's really comfortable to work from. We've got these two large windows which give great views out into nature, and we've also got these blackout blinds, so in an evening you can get that bit of privacy. We've also added these lovely curtains again, so you can draw them in the evening. It helps to keep the warmth in, and also adds a little bit more privacy if you do want the doors slightly open during the day. This table is mounted on a lagoon style swivel leg. These are really popular as they make it nice and versatile, and also it doesn't block up the gangway underneath the table itself. It allows you to remove the table so that you can make it into your bed. The box seats at the back allow you to have additional storage. This one here also has a double 240 volt socket. This is powered by the inverter and can be used for phone and laptop chargers. If you open up the bin lids, you can see inside you get quite a bit of storage. In this box seat we have the consumer unit, which is a Sargent EC155 for the 12 volt fuses and 240 volts. We also keep our ramps for the van when we're parking on uneven ground, a breakdown kit, toilet fluid, an off-cut of hose and some jumper cables. To make the bed I'm going to put the table on the ledges and then add these two wooden inserts to complete it. We've got two captain style seats with the passenger seat on a swivel so that you can turn and face the living area. We've also installed a 7-inch monitor which hooks up to a reversing camera in the back when you're trying to manoeuvre the van into tight spaces. Underneath the passenger seat is the leisure battery bank, and this is two 100 amp hour lead acid batteries. These are charged by an MPPT which is linked to a 360 watt solar panel on the roof, and there's also a mains hookup and split charge relay. We've also installed a trickle charger which will keep the starter battery of the van topped up with a 3 amp charge from the solar panel also. This trickle charger is a great addition if you're ever going to be leaving the van for weeks at a time without moving. We've installed a bulkhead curtain for in the evenings to black out any external light and to add a little bit of insulation so that the hot air blown from the Truma combi can stay within the living space itself. We've installed a small step just leading into the cab area with a small amount of storage, and also this houses the inverter which converts the 12 volt electricity from the batteries into 240 volts. This is limited to 350 watts, which is plenty enough for laptop chargers and phone chargers.
Thanks for watching this van tour of our van Billy.
If you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe to get access to more van tours on our channel.
Thank you.
Bye.